What's up, everybody? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the reissue of the Walgreens exclusive Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this figure came out in 2019. I didn't start collecting until 2020, so I missed this one. And aftermarket prices have been pretty high, so I am glad that this one got reissued. And this was a long wait. This was a 13-month pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, but they finally came through. Now, of course, this is on the old clone body, so this figure is not posable at all. The articulation's terrible, but it's one that I've always wanted, and I did enjoy the 2D Clone Wars a lot, so I'm happy to finally add this one to the collection. And of course, this was reissued in its original red and black box. Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see Obi-Wan. He comes with his lightsaber. You have this nice picture here, and Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. The front window wraps around just a little bit here, and you have his name there. And on this side, it's just red, and it's not numbered because this was a Walgreens exclusive. On the top, you got nothing, and on the bottom, barcode and some very small print. And there's the back of the box. Star Wars The Black Series up top. Same picture as the front, only bigger. You have a rather lengthy bio in 4 different languages and more small print. And this rather lengthy bio says, a legendary Jedi Master, Obi-Wan Kenobi was a noble man and gifted in the ways of the Force. He trained Anakin Skywalker, served as a general in the Republic Army during the Clone Wars, and guided Luke Skywalker as a mentor. All right, I'm going to get Clone Commander Obi-Wan out of this box, and let's take a look at him. And here is Clone Commander Obi-Wan out of the box. And again, I really enjoyed the Tartakovsky 2D Clone Wars. I've always loved this look for Obi-Wan. And this figure does look very cool. It's just, sadly, it's not posable. And I forgot to mention in the opening that this Obi-Wan comes with one of these stands. I knew it was there, but it was kind of hidden in the box, so I didn't see it, so I forgot to mention it. But yeah, that's nice. I don't think I'll need it for this Obi-Wan because he stands just fine. I'll probably use this with a battle droid or something. But yeah. That's pretty sweet. But let's take a close look at this Obi-Wan. And I think for the time, the head sculpt looks nice. I do wish the cheeks weren't so rosy. You know, they could have toned that down a bit. But the eyes look great. The beard's not bad, except over here on the right side. The beard does not meet the hair. I'm not liking that. But speaking of hair, I think this is a fantastic hair sculpt. It's got a nice wash through it. Nice detail. Yeah, loving the hair. And again, I think overall the face looks great. I just wish the cheeks weren't so rosy. And then you have clone armor. Okay, we've seen that before. And this cape. And I think the cape lays pretty well. It's very thin, practically see-through, but it does work. And you have these here. That's nice. And you have this that comes down, forms this little comma. And it looks pretty good, you know, for what it is. So from head to toe, it gets the job done. I do wish the articulation was better, but, you know, this is on the old clone body. What can you do? But I'm super happy to finally have this figure in the collection. And just for the sake of the video, let's take a look at articulation. So you do have some good side-to-side at the head. The up and down, it's there, but it's extremely tight, and you do have a little bit of tilt. Now for arms up, that is it. Not much at all. They can rotate around. And as far as elbow, boy, the cape really gets screwy. For elbows, that is it. They are double jointed, but you really can't use them because of this right here. That elbow pad just gets pinched. Yeah, that's it. Terrible. You've got the upper bicep swivel and then swivel at the wrist. Now you do have an up and down hinge on the right hand, and the left hand has a side-to-side hinge. Man, that's tight. Yeah, pretty limited. For midsection, some twist, some crunch, some back, and a little bit of side-to-side tilt. And for legs, they get up that far. They can go out that far. They do go back a decent amount. You've got the thigh cut that's hidden by the armor for swivel. And then double knees. That's it because it gets pinched right there. And then feet down that much. Feet up just to there. And some swivel at the ankle. And let's take a look at Obi-Wan's lightsaber now. So here we are, and I think the black and gold look really good. But once again, this hilt is this dull, lifeless gray plastic. I'm not liking it. And something tells me that the original release saber hilt was silver. Comment below if you have one of the originals and the saber hilt is silver. Yeah, not liking this gray at all, but you got a peg there to stick it on his belt, and the blade is a pretty good shade of blue. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that, but let's see how this looks on Obi-Wan's belt. You've got a hole right there. Okay, the thigh armor kind of kicks it forward just a little bit, but that does look pretty good. I don't know if I'll ever pose this Obi-Wan like this, but that does work. And here's the lightsaber in the right hand. It looks very good, and it's very stable. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, of course, this being on a clone body, you got this trigger finger sticking out, but it's okay. And I forgot to mention when I was talking about articulation, just holding him like this, the knees are very gummy. Ugh, not liking that at all. And the elbows are a little bit gummy. But yeah, just a one-handed saber pose. I think that looks pretty cool. And here's the saber down here, him kind of looking off to his left. I think that looks good. And here's sort of an action pose with the feet very far apart. He stands up pretty well. And here's the same wide stance with the saber down here. And you can get two hands on this hilt, but you kind of have to force it, and I'm afraid it's going to warp the hilt over time because of the arms wanting to pull back. You know, you really have to bring these arms in to do this, but it does work. So for the display, I may just leave this Obi-Wan like this, just a very basic pose with the saber in the right hand. I think this looks pretty good, so let's go stick him on the shelf, and let's see how he looks there. Actually, before I stick him on the shelf, I want to try something. Let's ditch this head. This is the alt head for Obi-Wan from the Anakin Obi-Wan Mustafar set. I just want to see if that, no. Okay, the peg is way too big for this head. But if you used a small ball of sticky tack, it would kind of stay put. And that doesn't, I don't know. Comment below. That's what that looks like. I think I like the other one better, actually. I just wanted to try it. Okay, yeah, that doesn't quite go. But some sticky tack would definitely keep that in place. That does look a little weird. Okay, I was just curious. All right, now let's go stick this Obi-Wan on the shelf. And there's Obi-Wan on the shelf, and I think he looks great. I think he looks really good next to Mace and the ARC Trooper, which is essentially Captain Fordo. Pretty cool little section of the display right here, representing the 2D Clone Wars. Now, as far as the Grievous from the 2D Clone Wars, I never went after that one, just because it's undersized. You know, it's a Black Series Grievous. It's way too small. Now, if I ever find it super cheap, I may pick it up, but for now, this will do. And I think Obi-Wan looks great there. So bottom line, I think this is a very, very cool version of Obi-Wan. I mean, is it posable? No. But does it look good on the shelf? Yes. And I'm so glad that this got reissued so I can finally add it to the collection. I think from head to toe, it looks really good for what it is, even right down to these gummy knees. Yeah. But just like always, I want to hear from you guys. So comment below and let me know what you think of this reissue of the Walgreens exclusive Clone Commander Obi-Wan Kenobi. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It is the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos and custom emojis and loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you all so much for watching. See y'all next time.